Hello and thank you for joining me. This is Freewill Tarot and my name is Harmony, and this reading is going to be for the sign of Aries. Hello Aries, and thank you for being here with me. I start out doing my readings by giving you a couple of messages that Spirit really wants you to hear, and then we'll go down deeper into the tarot portion of your reading. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, Aries. You guys got the Angel of Love here, so some of you could be having some problems in your relationship at this time, or if you're not in a relationship, this is where you are kind of needing to go within and love yourself a little bit more, okay? This is not talking about loving yourself when it comes to your financial situation, but more so about you allowing yourself to be seen and loved at the core of you, okay? That little girl or that little man inside of you, okay? That needs to be nourished and loved. So this is telling you to call upon the Angel of Love at this time, Aries, to help you navigate any kind of emotional waters you could be facing at this time, whether it's in your relationships, your personal relationships with other people, and most importantly, the relationship within yourself, okay? You also got the Journey card, so a good number of you, Spirit is saying that a door is open for you to go down a whole new pathway in your life at this time, Aries. Some of you is going to be in your career. Some of you are going to be traveling. Some of you are going to be moving. But this is the Journey card. So this is upon you saying that the door is open for all of these things for you, Aries, at this time. Some of you could be getting new jobs, new careers. When I say journey, this is like usually somewhere you've never been or experienced you've never had here for a good number of you, okay? Some of you could be entering into relationships. Some of you could be getting out of relationships. Either way, your life is going on a brand new journey at this time. And usually when that happens, you know, even if in the start of it, it doesn't seem that way, but it's usually a blessed event, right? Usually the outcome will go in your favor. It might not start out that way. Sometimes when you're ending a relationship, you've been with that person for so long, or you're having turbulence in that relationship, and it doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. It could be a relationship with friends, family, within yourself. But it's just saying that your life is transcending. Your life is going down a whole new pathway, okay? And what makes it even more difficult is when we struggle to try to fight against that, okay? So try not to do that if that's the case, if you do find yourself in that kind of energy at this time. You guys also got two cards. You usually only get one, but you guys got two. You got the Manifestation card, and I'm going to read this to you, okay? And you also got the Visionary card here, Aries, and I'm also going to read both of these to you. So let's go ahead and do the Manifestation card first here. It says, your thoughts and emotions are actively shaping your reality, Aries. Focus on what you want, not what you fear. Write down your intentions in the present tense as if you already have it. Feel the emotions of already having what you desire. Okay, so whatever, as I said, as you got this Journey card over here, let me put that over here if you can see it. As you got the Journey card over here, again, this is like kind of going with this Manifestation card. So again, a lot of your lives at this time is going through a transition. Something changing in your life. You know, some of you could be, you know, you got more attention to your physical health. Some of you is your careers, your finances. Some of you is your relationships. But it's going to be different for all of you. But somewhere in your life, something in your life is transcending, is changing. And Spirit is saying this is the time for you to manifest what you want the outcome to look like as you are going through this change. Whatever is moving or rearranging out of your life at this time. And that's why you also got this Visionary card here, Aries. So I'm going to go ahead and read this to you as well. And it's kind of similar to the Manifestation card, you know. It says, great change start with the bold imagination that you hold. See beyond the present moment into what could be, okay? Dream big and map out your highest potential without limiting yourself to your current circumstance. So again, so whatever is going on in your life, whether you're leaving a job, ending a relationship, moving, wherever you're thinking about going, or ending in your relationship, even if your health is changing at this time, sometimes these things happen. And even though they can be disruptive, even sometimes they can be uncomfortable, even times we don't have all the answers. The reason those things happen is because God is moving you in another direction in your life here, okay? And they're asking you, which is even wonderful here, for you to participate in this here, Aries, by manifesting and being the visionary in your own life. So they're asking you to help map out what it is that you want in your life moving forward. So as these new things are closing out for you, as these old things, should I say, are closing out for you, Spirit is trying to get you prepared for what is going to be moving into you. And what they also need you to do is remember to have self-care, right? Self-care and self-love as you go through this transition, and call upon the angel of love. There is an angel of love. Call upon her to help you at this time if you need it, okay? Because they're telling you she's available to you. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tarot portion of your reading. I do feel, as looking at your reading as I've done it, I want to say a lot of you, this has nothing to do with your financial life. It's going to be for some of you, but this is kind of in a bigger, should I say, energy, where it's more kind of looking at your relationships, either your relationship with yourself or your relationship with a partner, or your relationship with outside of yourself, like with family and friends, right? For a lot of you, it's going to be about the relationship you have with yourself and the relationship you have with another person in your life. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. A lot of you are you are very self-sufficient and independent, Aries. You always kind of depend on yourself. You try to push yourself to new heights. You try to make sure you have everything you need. You always make sure you're self-sufficient and independent. You're a go-getter. You're determined to have what it is that you want and need, okay? And so that's your overall energy, and Spirit is saying that that is the case. However, okay, right now where a lot of you found yourself is, like I said, going down a new path in life, a new journey, right? And things are shifting and changing. And some of you are kind of working against that energy here with the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords talks about feeling feeling trapped or stuck here, right? Feeling like you don't have all the information you need to move in a certain direction. It's like you're kind of moving blind. And in most cases, in the Eight of Swords, you're not moving at all, right? You're kind of staying still. Saying that you don't know exactly what it is that you should be doing at this time. A lot of you, this is a call for you to kind of master yourself here, okay? This is the Eight of Pentacles. If some of you are not working on something or trying to build something new for yourself or change your life or become more stable at this time, this is in the context that you are working on something new, or you're thinking about getting a new job, or you know, a side project or side hustle. You're also thinking about building and mastering and becoming better at it and building it up. For others of you, this is where you're building yourself up here, okay? Where you're mastering yourself, right? You're kind of doing some self-reflecting. You're looking at everything that you've been through. A good number of you, some of you, this is in your relationship sector, okay? I do feel for a good, some of you, not all of you, where you are or have been in a relationship. And maybe you guys have had some rocky situations. I do feel like that's kind of changing and shifting. And I do feel like some of you are going to leave a relationship and just kind of do your own thing and kind of build yourself back up here. For others of you where this is a committed relationship or a very involved relationship, I do feel like some of you are going to be able to work things out, because I do have the accountability card here, right? Where it says here, Aries, if you are in this kind of situation, it says, true remorse emerges along with the willingness to take responsibility for past actions. So some of you could be in a relationship where you had a partner here that did something in the recent past or over the past where they've hurt you, they lied to you, or they betrayed you in some sense, and they are trying to be remorseful. If that is not someone doing that to you, that is you showing up like that, where you're remorseful for something you did in a relationship, and you're trying to reconcile and trying to heal that relationship, right? So if that's not the case, this is just you taking accountability overall for the past choices you've made, right, in your life. It doesn't have to even be in a relationship. Again, a lot of this too is about self-care and realizing who you are to know where it is that you're going, Aries, for a good number of you. If you click this right now thinking it was going to be talking about money, this is not really talking about money. This is Spirit trying to connect with you when it comes to yourself and your personal relationships outside of yourself, okay? That's really what I'm getting here a whole lot of when it comes to this reading. A lot of you that maybe were sick here, I do have the creation card. with the sun. Could be starting to feel better. There's brighter days ahead if that is the case for some of you. But in other cases here, I do still have the Seven of Cups here, where there could be a lot of options coming into something that you're trying to build or create for yourself at this time. I do feel like if you are in a relationship or you have had some problems or difficulties in a relationship, there is something that could be salvaged for some of you, but and for others of you, I do feel like you're kind of trying to figure out what it is that you want to do when it comes to a particular relationship, okay? I do feel like a partner that could be here. Well, you know what? This is you. Let's see here. You guys, Aries, you have the Four of Cups. You got this here twice. They're showing me this here with you twice here with this Four of Cups. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Four of Cups talks about being bored, unsatisfied, just going through the motions of life, but not really feeling excited about anything. You're kind of just going through the motions of it and being kind of dissatisfied. This is also talking about where there is a new pathway here for you, something new that God is offering you here, especially don't forget about this journey card here. But you guys, a good number of you, Aries, are still looking at the past. You're still trying to hold on to what was. You're still trying to maybe hold on to your old identities here, old habits, old relationships, things like that, right? Where God is shining this light on this new cup, on this new opportunity. But yet you, yes, you are sitting there with your arms folded and still contemplating the past, still contemplating who hurt you or that past relationship, or still trying to force something to make something work, or just have you focused on what was and then what could be, right? And again, that's why you had the visionary card over here and the journey card, because those cycles need to end so you can have something new here. That is why God is shining this light on this new opportunity. So whatever is ending or closing out of your life at this time, Aries, for any of you, Spirit wants you to close that door. They want you to kind of move forward here. They want you to look at things in a different perspective and start manifesting, praying, and looking at things in a different perspective and heading down that direction instead of trying to hold on or get back to whatever was. Maybe your old identity. Maybe you used to do things a certain way and you're trying to keep doing that. Maybe you're trying to stay at a certain position that is you have outgrown. Okay, you're just staying there for safety or for comfort or a routine. But it's something that and for some of you, it's relationships. For some of you are trying to stay somewhere that it doesn't work here. I have the Five of Wands, and I have that Five of Wands here twice. Listen here, Aries, it's something in your life that you have outgrown, but it's something that you keep fighting on to because you have the Devil card here. And this is toxic to you. So it could be that you keep pushing something or you keep being determined in a certain direction that doesn't work for you anymore. You keep pushing a certain direction, but you have every indication that something needs to end or close for you. But yet you continue to keep trying to fight for it or against it or with it or something like that for some of you, okay? Some of you are having some disagreements or arguments with family or friends, or even in your partnerships here, there's some disagreements here, right? Some of you may not even be speaking because I do have the energy of the number 4. So you guys have the energy of the number 7 and the number 4. So when you get done watching this, you know, if you want extra insight, I would recommend that you go look up the energy of the number 4 and the number 7 here, because I have the 7 of Cups here twice. So a lot of you are dealing with either illusions here, okay, when it comes to a certain ideology, the way that you're seeing something. There is something new here for you, Aries, a new pathway, a new way of going, and yet some of you are not either seeing it that way or you're resisting it, right? And Spirit is saying that it's time for you to see it in a different way because you are going down a new pathway. And it is time for you to have self-care and self-love. Again, not just so much about the outside. No, it's not so much about material things, but more on the inside of you. It's time for you to kind of take care of you internally here, your heart space. And kind of drop some old things that no longer serve you here in order to open yourself up to something new. All right. That is what I have for you, Aries. I wish I can go more into depth here. I'm trying to build up my subscriber base so I can have more time to go more in depth in some of these readings. So please like, share, subscribe. Let me know how this resonated with you. If not, just hit the thumbs up button and let me know that this did resonate with you or you did enjoy it. Until you're back here, bye for now. See you soon.